Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode of the Ultimate Ironman. And last video, a lot of freaking stuff happened. Spoiler warning, by the way, if you don't want to have a pretty big spoiler in the next about 10 seconds, then make sure you watch the previous video because I'm about to show it. Here's the main thing that we accomplished last video though. Chaos Elemental, we got to 141 KC. The one kill was from a long time ago. But here's the loot from 140 Chaos Elemental, and we got the Dragon Pickaxe. We did a lot. We got the last of the Wildy music tracks. We have to get 2 more of them, and we don't have to worry about that anymore. We got the Wildy Elite Diary done, which is something we've been working towards for a long time. And I feel like by getting that diary done now, that's pretty much like essentially unlock the diary cape for this account. Because this probably has to be the most annoying diary to do for Ultimate Ironman. If you want to see everything that happened, watch the last video. There's so much stuff, so I can't go over everything right here. But the gist of it is that we have all the Willy stuff done now for this account. And we can start getting imbues, we can start getting all the untradables they want to get, and not have to worry about going back into the Wildy. And as symbolism of being done with the wilderness stuff, I shall alch the dragon scimitar. Yes, done with the wilderness. A long time ago, before Twisted League even started, we had finally just finished getting 91 Slayer, and we were just finishing off all the prep that we had to do for Cerberus. So we got the agility level for the shortcut and a little bit beyond that, actually, as of last video. We got the angler's outfit so we could fish minnows so we could get a stack of Noad sharks. We fished over 10,000 Noad sharks at this point. We got cooking up to level 90. There might be 1 or 2 other kind of requirements that we were missing before, but we are pretty much all set now for Cerb. I feel like every time I talk about Cerb, I always say we're pretty much there. Only one more thing, but this time I promise we're actually really close to being ready for Cerb. This will be the Cerberus video. All we gotta do is clean up the inventory a bit, use up some of these supplies, and then I want to get the Ring of Suffering imbued again as well. Let's actually go Nightmare Zone right now. I think we have enough points because I think when I first imbued it, I knew I would unbue it to go back into the wilderness. I'm pretty sure I accounted for that in getting more than enough Nightmare Zone points, if that makes sense. Either way, I mean, it's really fast. Okay, so let's see if we have enough points. 972, and we need 720. Okay, we have way more than enough points. There we go. We got the imbue back for the Ring of Suffering, which doubles the stats if you didn't know that. My choice of leg gear for Cerberus is going to be the Varix plate skirt. So let's go repair that on the thing over here. 44k, and we have freed up that inventory slot. The last thing that I want to do for real now is just use up all these supplies that we have here in the inventory. In last video, we did some agility training. You can see we got 1500 amylase. So we're going to quickly make all these super energies into stamina potions, and that should be the last thing, I think. I'm gonna stop saying that. We're just gonna do it, and I'll just see you back once we're getting into that. Okay, first thing we're gonna do is change these 1 dose super energies into 4 dose super energies. So that way we can use 4 amylase crystals per potion instead of being stuck with only using 1 amylase per potion. And okay, cool, there we go. I'm actually gonna turn the rest of these into 1 dose potions, so let me make sure to drop all these. And the reason why I want these, at least the combat related potions, in 1 dose is because after every trip that we do of the bosses, it guarantees that there's no leftover waste that way that we'll have to drop. Say we finish a trip, for example, and we have a 1 dose prayer pot left over, I would just have to throw that out because I can't combine that with the 4 dose stack I have already. And I don't want to start a trip at Cerb or a trip for Slayer with a 1 dose potion. If you want to see how I make these potions, I come over here, drop a few items because for some reason you can't decant unless you have a few open inventory slots. Decant these into 1 dose, pick these back up, run back over to the secret spot, unnote these on the banker, and then continue on making the potions. I'm going to drop this amylase. I don't care that much about one individual amylase, but that's it. The stamina potions are done. Let's decant these all into 1 dose potions. And I'm going to put the super energies and the staminas back into the looting bag. Oh, look at that, dude. We got so much space, and look at the looting bag. We have so much space in the looting bag as well. So if we do end up getting some cool drops from Cerb, we'll be able to store a few of them in the looting bag. I've gotten all the items out of their respective places. Last thing we have to get here is the Barrow's Gloves. 104k because we have Lumbee Elite done. And there we go. There's our gear setup. The last problem we have to solve is which bank/range are we going to use to cook these sharks. And I've been debating over a couple of them. The first one is the Fishing Guild because this teleport takes you straight here right in front of the range, although the bank is a little bit further of a run, so you'd have to run back and forth probably a couple times because I'll probably burn a few. Or the other one would be building the mounted mythical cape rack in the house then we can have unlimited teleports to the Myths Guild, and once you get there, you just run upstairs, and the bank is right next to the range. I think I'll probably just end up doing that. We'll have to build another quest hall because it goes in the slot where the glory goes, and I don't want to have to get rid of that and then keep a glory on me, so we'll move a couple of these rooms around and then build a new quest hall over here. Okay, with 47 construction, we can build mythical cape racks, and we obviously have the construction level for that, so here we go. This is actually the best way to train construction for UIMs by building these over and over, and then this is where it takes you. I'm sure most of you know that already, but you just run up the stairs over here, and then we could unnote the sharks at the bank booth and then cook them right over here on the range. And then I have another mythical cape to replace on the cape rack because we just used the one that was in the cape rack before. I'm looking at the Uim Cerberus Highscores, and if we go down one more page right here, in total, there are only 144 Ultimate Ironmen that have ever killed Cerberus, so just by getting one kill, we'll be rank 145, and then of course from there, it's only going to go up. Wait, how many hardcores have killed Cerberus? If you haven't logged in since this update with the bossing high scores, then you won't be on here. So there could be a lot of people who have gone KC, or even hardcores that have died that had KC, but interesting. So there's even less Ultimate Ironmen that have a Cerberus KC than hardcores, and UIM has been out for way longer than hardcore has. That's pretty crazy. I guess it just goes to show how dead this game mode is, but I'm sure you all already knew that. I think we'll try out this first trip with 3 prayer pots. I don't have too much experience with Cerb. I've gotten like 300 or 400 KC on my main, but almost all those kills are from a long time ago. I've done maybe like 10 kills recently. So I kind of know the mechanics. I don't know the boss extremely well, but I do know how to kill it. Only issue being is that I'm used to having a spectral, and without the spectral, we're going to take double the prayer damage. So the thing about Cerb is that we will be going through a lot of prayer pots, and that could be a rising issue in the near future, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I'm going to be moving the house to Taverley because that's how we're actually going to be getting to Cerberus. So if we teleport outside the POH, it's just a very short run to Taverley dungeon because Cerberus is right down over here. Cerberus is right in here, and if we didn't have the agility level for this shortcut, we'd have to run all the way around here, past the dragons, past the, I think it's black demons over here, and then run into there. And I think we'll probably be doing very short trips. What we could do is just do 1 kill per trip, and that way we'll save a lot of prayer pots. But we'll just see how it goes, I suppose. I mean, I'll be happy with like 2 to 3 kill trips even. Cerberus has 4 stones on its unique drop table, with each of those stones being a 1 out of 512 chance. So essentially there's a 1 out of 128 chance per kill of getting one of these stones. And the only one that I really care about is the Primordial Crystal, which enhances the Dragon Boots. It's pretty self-explanatory what each one of them does based on their color. Primordial is for melee, Pegasian's for range, and Eternal is for magic. And then Smoldering Stone is just for the Dragon Axe. But most of you probably knew that, but if you didn't know, that's what they're for. And then there's also 1 out of 2k for the Jar of Souls for that one thing in the house no one cares about. And then the Hell Puppy. That would be freaking sick to get, and I really hope we get it. That'd be insane to have it on here. Not that I would expect to get it, but it'd be really, really, really cool. One of my favorite pets in the game. Right when we got 91 Slayer, we had just started a Hellhounds task, so we have 113 of them to go. Actually, I remember when I killed Vedion, it spawns Hellhounds. I remember when I killed them, it counted for Slayer XP. For the special attack, I'm just going to use the Dragon Battle Axe spec at the start of each trip, and then use a super attack to balance that out. I'm not going to bother with the Dragon Dagger, I'm not worried about that. So yeah, with that said, let the Cerberus grind begin. Okay, first ever Cerb kill. Looks like we'll be going through at least 1 prayer pot per kill. Holy crap, dude. Wow, 2 kill trip. I very, very heavily underestimate the prayer usage that we'll be going through for this. It is so bad without a freaking spectral. But that's awesome because each of these kills I feel like just means so much more getting it done without a bank. Yo, what if I made this video titled "Your Cerberus Kill Count is 1"? That always gets them. Wait, we did a Faldor Elite task. I don't know what we just did. Wait, let me check that. Jump over the strange floor. Did that not count when I did it the first time? Oh, I think it's because I took damage the first time, but this time I didn't. Ooh, we got an elite clue, 12 KC. Wait, what's the drop rate? That's 1 out of 100. Wow, we actually got the elite casket. Let's see what we get. Okay, good for UIM bingo though. Let's go, boys. I want to give you a little bit of insight and take you into the life of an Ultimate Ironman and show you how my trips at Cerb go. So what I've been doing is taking 4 prayer pots per trip, which is perfect for my inventory setup. And before I go in, I spec with the Battle Axe, and then I take 2 sips of super attack since the Dragon Battle Axe originally lowers your attack, so that way it gets the attack level as high as possible. After each kill, I'm filled with disappointment. But on average, I'm getting 2 to 3 kill trips, which I think it's pretty good for what we're working with. We got half an inventory of supplies, no spectral, so I'm happy with my 2 to 3 kill trips. And just for reference, on my main, I was averaging 8 kill trips, and I think that's pretty normal for like a person with max combat stats at Cerb. And then after each trip, I have to use up all my supplies. So if I have resources I can use up, like in this situation, I have diamonds, I'm going to cut those and then alch those because they have a decent alch price. And then those wines of Zamorak, I want to save those. So I go to Edgeville to unnote stuff if I have to, and then run right over to the ditch to bag up whatever needs to be bagged up. The majority of supplies that I get in general while playing RuneScape isn't even worth keeping. So a lot of things I'll just sell to the general store because sometimes I just value 1k on the UIM more than like 10k GP on the main. And whenever I need to chill and I need some downtime, I'm just going to be minnow fishing. We are getting very close to 99 fishing actually. At the moment we're 750k to 99, so over the next, who knows, 1 week, 2 weeks, few days even, we'll see. We will be getting 99 eventually. Probably not this video though. It's nice we have a way to AFK to get as much food as we want, but unfortunately there's no way to AFK to get more prayer pots, and we are going through a lot from what I've noticed so far, so we'll eventually figure out a way to get more prayer pots if/when we need them, and that method will probably be Master Farmers. You can probably tell I've been fishing for a little while now. We have a lot of minnows here to trade in for sharks. So we can get 2.7k sharks. I don't think we'll ever be running out of those because it's so easy to just come here anytime. We also got 5 beginner caskets and a hard casket. So let's see if we get anything here. Okay, and the hard one. Ooh, oh, we have that book done already. Well, good alchables. Just noticed we hit 100 beginner clues. Not that it means anything, but it's a cool milestone, I think. So now that Twisted League is over and the UIM has done all the wildy stuff, and now most of the things on this account is a matter of grinding stuff out, whereas with Twisted League, I was able to post a video almost every day. Point being though, is that now that we're at a good point on the account, I'm finally able to stream again after 2 months of not streaming, and I missed it so much because it's a lot of fun. So we're going to be going back to having a lot of clips where I sound really funny for some strange reason. I don't even know why I'm saying this because the videos are practically like a month behind, so by the time you see this, I'll have already been back to streaming for a while. But yeah, just thought it'd be worth mentioning because if you didn't know, better late than never, I suppose. And that's just what's going on with the account. But let's get back to Cerb. What's this guy doing here? He's lost. Oh boy. What do I do with this? I'm probably just going to drop it over to the main because we don't have rangers, and if I did get rangers, I'd want the first rangers to be stored in the treasure chest, and then the second rangers I'd make into Pegasian boots. So I don't know when we'll even get ranger boots. I'll probably just alch it. It's 27k GP. Just get rangers, bro. Just get them. Just get the drop. It's the first crystal though. Got pretty lucky. 81 KC for a crystal. That's lucky. Okay, here's the thing. If I alch or get rid of this Pegasian crystal, I will get ranger boots on my next clue. But if I keep it, we're probably never going to get ranger boots or get them on like 1,000 plus mediums. So I'll keep it just for a little bit. But as soon as I need space for any item, I'm going to alch it. But for now, it'll stay for now. Probably won't be too much longer though. For now. It's going in the bag. Oh yeah, I could drop the Pegasian crystal on the ground, then open the clues, and then pick it back up. The game knows too much though. The game actually knows everything. It's one step ahead. Oh, please just hit. Yes. Oh boy. What was that? Just, what was the first one? 81, then 83. Oh god. I don't even have a dragon axe. I mean, it's worth 2.7 mil, so if anything, I will definitely at least drop that over to the main, not just alch that for 27k. I know there's a fallow step that involves the infernal axe, but I can't store that, I believe, anyways, plus it's untradeable. And I think I'd rather have a crystal pick or a crystal axe either way over having the infernal one, so it's going to get dropped over to the main. It's going to be 2.5 or 2.7 mil over to the main. Farewell. It was fun while we had it for a couple minutes. I was pondering that for quite a bit of time actually, but it's gone now. We can't go back. Watch we get like back to back now. Back to Cerb. The back to back? No. No. Okay, wait, let's finish up this kill first. What? What? Bruh. Now I have to sit here for like 10 more minutes and ponder whether or not I'm really meant to drop this or keep it for some reason. No, I know I want to drop it. All I want is Primordial and the pet. That's all I care about. But it's so tempting. Even though I don't have space for it, I have one spot open in the looting bag now. Yeah, the game really wants me to keep it, I guess. No, I'm not going to. I will not give in to temptation. This is the point of Ultimate Ironman. Picking and choosing what you want to keep. Alright, surely not triple. Okay. Bro, how can people be poor? Just like get back-to-back drops, dude. Just do Cerb and get like 3 stones. I just see the red on the ground. It's like, no, wrong one. Okay, alright. We're gonna drop it over. Goodbye, smoldering stone number 2. Oh boy. Alright, last kill of the task. And we got ashes. Wow. Very, very extremely unlucky account. We only got 2 smoldering stones and 1 Pegasian crystal. I can't believe how unlucky I am. Gosh. Yeah, this is the first time getting a Slayer task done since before Twisted League, so over 2 months since we last trained Slayer. Ending off with 113 Cerberus KC. Well, very successful first stream back. Apparently the stream brought us luck in all the wrong places, I guess. For the rest of the night though, I'm just gonna be AFKing Slayer, whatever tasks we get. So we got an NQ task right now, and yeah, I guess we'll keep on hunting for more Cerb tasks. There's a new update in the game where instead of getting XP when you plant the herbs, you now get the XP when you finish harvesting it. So I planted these toadflax seeds a long time ago and I got the XP when I planted it, but when we finished digging this one up, we got the extra XP right there when we dug it up. So we just cheated the system. Holy crap, bro. This is game breaking. When we were grinding out base 99 melees, I planted all the toadflax seeds that I had, which was like 200 toadflax seeds, and we never got any farming levels from that, but we did get very close to it. Now we're finally finishing that level off with 88 farming right here. Oh, 2050 total too. Before I alk too many items here, I was looking at the cash stack and I looked back at the clips. We made pretty much about 1 million GP and just straight up GP from that Cerb task. I didn't really think about it, but it does have quite a bit of alkables, especially when you're there for such a long time. Ooh, got a medium. So this new clue step was added just today. It used to be in the duel arena and you had to actually duel someone, and it's been that way forever, which is such a stupid step to have. I don't know if I think they pulled it. I don't know. I don't really follow the pulls too closely. But this step was moved to outside the duel arena now, so you don't have to rely on anyone else. Usually I start with the lowest tier one first, but we'll start with the hard clue first. Oh, yo, that's so good. That's the first God D'hide boots we have on the account. Let me check if we have that page too. All right, we do already have that Zammy page, but that's really good, those Zammy boots. And for the medium, okay. Well, we got boots. It may not be the boots I was hoping for from the type of clue I was hoping for it from, but this is really good. This is our new best in slot boots that we currently have because we can store these alone. My previous best ranging boots were snakeskin boots, which I had in the stash unit. So anytime I wanted to range, I'd have to take those out as well as keep the other 2 items from the stash with me. So this is really, really good. And they're arguably better than rangers in some situations too. Those God D'hide boots, we'll be using those for Zora. Unless I actually do end up getting / making Pegasians. But we'll see. The value of that clue too, 1.1 mil. Oh, I should also mention those boots are really good for doing Sarah as well because we need a Sarah item and a Zammy item. And obviously that's the Zammy item that we'll be using for Sarah. That just worked out so perfectly. I want to give one last final bit of information of what I learned while doing this Cerb task. In the end, I pretty much always got 2 kill trips. Very rarely I would get 1 or 3 kills, but it ended up being pretty much always 2 kills. I brought 3 prayer pods per trip, and overall I averaged 4 doses of prayer pod per kill. I got 10 to 15 kills per hour, which is obviously really bad for normal account standards, but that's what I got, and that means that this task took just under 10 hours in total. And from cooking the sharks, I averaged about 15k cooking XP per hour while doing Cerb, so we gained almost 150k cooking XP. Over the course of PVMing on this account, I can definitely see cooking actually being a passive skill to 99, although maybe that'll change with the cooked manta rays we get from Zora. Okay, so here's the Uim Highscores, and if we go down over here to Cerberus, our Cerberus KC is now higher than our Cerberus rank. We have 113 kills, and our rank is 109. I think it's funny because looking at all these boss KCs that we have here, our highest KC on any boss is Chaos Elemental, which I feel like is really weird for a UIM. unless you count Barrows as a boss, but I don't think that really counts as a boss, Casey. But yeah, I just thought that was funny. Hopefully very soon our Cerberus Casey will take over the Chaos Ellie though. As for a little update about UIM Bingo, one of the teams just completely cleared the bingo board, and it's only been a week. And I think all the other teams have pretty much given up and don't care about second place and beyond. So yeah, shout out to the Nezuko Neats for gaming hella hard this last week, and to Buddha and all the other bingo admins for creating an awesome bingo once again. And shout out to all the other UIMs that participated, and shout out to every UIM that plays the game, and shout out to everyone else that plays RuneScape too, and shout out to you for watching this video, and shout out to the sidewalks for keeping me off the streets. I didn't exactly even feel like I was really a part of the UIM bingo since I kind of just filled in for someone last minute. But it was a lot of fun, like the first one, and I'm looking forward to the summer bingo as well, so once that rolls around, you'll probably see updates with that in the videos. Oh wait, there's a ninja impling. Oh my god, that's so perfect. Yeah, one last thing I want to say before we wrap up the video though, is that I'm probably going to end up buying a rune pouch. I know I want to buy it. That's the whole reason why we did all the Willy stuff, because I want to be able to commit to keeping all these untradables on me. I know I want to buy it, but I just want to sit around and make sure that that's for sure what I want to do. So I'll probably just end up buying it at the start of the next video. We are going to be continuing on the hunt for a Cerb task, and specifically for the Primordial Crystal in the next video though. So with that said, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope that you have a wonderful day, and I will see you again next time.